Lita, I honestly look around my living room and I feel incredibly sad. My apartment completely looks like a messy, crazy garage sale.
Oh, wow, a crazy garage sale? Sam, you actually have a very nice, comfortable apartment. You just have a giant, terrible green alien painting staring at everyone from the wall. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another perfectly decorated episode of the English Unscripted podcast. I am Lita.
And I am Sam, and today, guys, we are talking about making your house feel like a real home, the terrible pain of buying new furniture, and why we completely fail at interior design.
Exactly. We are dividing this beautiful journey into three exciting chapters today. First, we will talk about the absolute nightmare of building cheap wooden furniture. Then, in Chapter 2, we dive into choosing crazy paint colors. And finally, Chapter 3 is all about the emotional pain of throwing away our old, ugly things.
3 chapters of pure decoration therapy. But wait, Lita, before I tell you about my completely broken wooden table, we have a very important musical mission for our amazing listeners today.
Oh, yes, it is challenge time, guys. What is the big music strategy for our language learners today, Sam?
Listeners, if you truly want to speak fluent, beautiful English, you absolutely cannot just listen to this conversation one single time. You have to treat this podcast exactly like discovering a brand new, incredibly catchy pop song on the radio.
A catchy pop song I love singing loudly in my car, Sam. How does the music method actually work for learning new words?
Well, the very first time you hear a great song, you just enjoy the fun melody. You listen to my terrible apartment story and you just relax. But the second time, you read the actual lyrics. You pause the video, you sing the heady vocabulary words out loud, and you practice until your English sounds like perfect music.
Yes, sing the vocabulary lyrics, guys. Make your brain dance. So, Sam, tell me about your messy living room. Did you actually try to buy fancy new furniture to impress the strict bald manager?
I absolutely did, Lita. I invited the bald manager over for a heavy bowl of my sweet garlic mushroom soup, so I bought a beautiful, expensive-looking dining table on the internet. But when the heavy brown box arrived, it was just 50 loose pieces of cheap wood and 100 tiny metal screws.
Oh no, the terrible puzzle furniture. You have to build it yourself, Sam. Did you actually follow the little paper instruction book?
The instruction book was completely useless, Lita. It was just confusing little pictures of happy cartoon men. I tried to put the wooden legs together, but my bright yellow banana jacket kept getting stuck on the sharp metal screws, so I just guessed where the pieces go. Now my apartment is full of empty brown boxes, loose screws, and a broken table.
Wait, Sam, let us pause your terrible, messy apartment right there. I think that is a wonderfully descriptive, highly visual vocabulary word for our listeners to deeply understand today. Cluttered.
Yes, cluttered. It's a highly common B1 adjective that describes a room or a space that is completely full of too many things, usually in a very messy, untidy way, like a living room full of empty brown boxes and tiny metal screws.
Listeners, please practice this completely messy, full word and say it with us right now.
Say it loud and clear in your room, guys. Clean your messy floors.
Cluttered.
Cluttered. My apartment is so incredibly cluttered, Lita. I honestly cannot even find my rock-hard black brick bread under all the cheap wood. And that actually makes me very curious about our messy listeners.
Oh, absolutely. Listeners, we have our first very honest, messy question for you right now. When you look around your own house, what is the one incredibly ugly or totally broken decoration that you absolutely refuse to throw away?
Tell us your absolute worst living room secrets in the comments down below. We desperately need to know that Sam is not the only one living in a crazy garage sale. So, Lita, do you want to know exactly what happened when I put the hot garlic soup on my new table? I really want to tell you, Lita, I was so incredibly proud of my cheap wooden table. It only took me 4 long hours and completely ruined my yellow jacket. The strict bald manager knocked on my door completely on time and sat carefully in the wooden chair.
Oh, wow, the bald manager sat on your puzzle furniture? Sam, please tell me the cheap wooden legs actually held his heavy corporate weight. Did the table survive your terrible engineering skills?
The table survived the bald manager, Lita, but it absolutely did not survive the hot bowl of sweet garlic mushroom soup. I proudly put the giant heavy bowl right in the middle of the table, and the hot soup immediately burned a massive dark black circle directly into the cheap brown wood.
A giant black burn mark right in the middle? Oh my goodness, Sam. Did the bald manager actually eat your cursed garlic soup, or did he just stare at the ruined table in complete shock?
He stared at the black circle, Lita, and then he asked if the green potato alien painting was actually watching him eat his dinner. It was an absolute disaster. I was completely embarrassed, and I honestly did not know what to say to him.
Wait a minute, guys. Listeners, I have a fantastic native secret for you right here. Did you hear how Sam just pronounced the words did not know? He sounded incredibly formal and slow, like a very serious robot trying to explain a terrible mistake to its master.
Oh no, did I sound completely frozen and guilty, Lita? I thought did not know was a perfectly formal, polite way to explain my terrible soup disaster to the manager.
It is absolutely perfect if you're writing a very polite apology letter, Sam, but when native speakers are talking very fast or when we're casually explaining our complete confusion, we almost never say did not know. We smash all 3 words together and just say dinno, dinno.
Oh yes, dinno. I dinno what to say. I dinno how to build a table. That sounds so much faster and wonderfully natural, Lita. It completely hides how guilty and confused I actually felt in front of the manager.
Exactly. Try using dinno when you're talking quickly about not understanding a confusing situation, guys. It's a brilliant secret trick to make your casual spoken English sound perfectly fluent. So, Sam, you dinno how to cook and you dinno how to buy good furniture.
I dinno how to be a responsible adult, Lita. I honestly think I should just sleep on the cold wooden floor and eat my rock-hard black brick bread completely in the dark.
Oh, absolutely not, Sam. Building terrible, cheap furniture is just the very beginning of the decoration nightmare. The real disaster happens when we try to be completely creative and artistic with our white walls, which brings us perfectly to Chapter 2 of our colorful journey today. Listeners, put down your heavy soup bowls and grab a giant brush because we are going to dive into the absolute panic of choosing bright paint colors, making your bedroom look like a crazy kindergarten, and why painting a wall red makes you incredibly hungry.
Lita, buying terrible broken tables is completely bad, yes. But deciding to permanently change the color of your entire bedroom wall is an absolute psychological nightmare. I thought I was an incredibly creative, highly artistic adult. I wanted a bright, happy room.
Oh wow, a creative happy room. Sam, please do not tell me about a giant bucket of crazy bright orange paint. Your apartment already looks like a messy garage sale with a green potato alien.
I absolutely bought the bright orange paint, Lita. I watched an incredibly fast internet video of a smiling woman painting her wall in exactly 10 minutes. It looked so easy. So I put on my old bright yellow banana jacket.
You painted in the yellow jacket? Sam, you are officially a walking banana.
I am a very dirty, messy banana now, Lita. I dipped the heavy, wet brush into the orange paint and I started moving it up and down. But honestly, the color on the white wall did not look like the color on the metal bucket at all. It was so incredibly bright and terrifying. I honestly thought red would be a gooder color.
Wait, Sam, You thought red would be a gooder color? The strict English grammar police are taking away your messy paintbrushes right now. Good is a completely irregular, crazy adjective, my creative friend. We never say gooder. The correct comparison is always better. You thought red would be a better color. Better.
No, right. Thank you, Officer Lita. I needed a much better color. My artistic brain completely melted from the smell of the heavy paint. But honestly, the orange was absolutely blinding. I turned on the bedroom light and it felt exactly like I was sleeping inside a giant hot sun.
Wait, Sam, let us pause your terrible bright orange bedroom right there. I think that is a wonderfully colorful, highly energetic vocabulary word for our listeners to deeply understand today. Vibrant.
Yes, vibrant. It is an excellent B1 adjective that describes a color or a person that is incredibly bright, full of strong energy, and very lively, like a terrible, vibrant orange wall that makes you feel completely awake in the middle of the dark night.
Listeners, please practice this completely bright, strong word and say it with us right now.
Say it loud and clear in your room, guys. Choose safe, boring colors.
Vibrant.
Vibrant. The bedroom is way too incredibly vibrant, Lita. I honestly have to wear dark sunglasses just to eat my rock-hard black brick bread in bed. And that actually makes me very curious about our artistic listeners.
Oh, absolutely. Listeners, we have our second very colorful, creative question for you right now. What is the absolute worst, most terrible paint color that you ever chose for your room and immediately completely regretted? Did you paint your ceiling dark black or your walls bright purple?
Tell us your absolute worst vibrant paint disasters in the comments down below. We desperately need to know that we are not the only adults making terrible artistic choices. So, Lita, is there an actual scientific, psychological reason why bright orange makes me feel incredibly crazy and hungry at the same time?
The actual scientific psychological reason, Sam, is that humans are completely emotional animals. Every single color you look at naturally changes your human heart rate and your physical appetite. Bright orange and bright red literally make your sleepy brain think about eating heavy, delicious food.
They make me think about eating food? Oh my goodness, Lita. That completely explains why I woke up at 2 in the morning, looked at the bright orange wall, and immediately went into the dark kitchen to eat a giant bowl of my terrible, sweet garlic mushroom soup. My bedroom turned me into a hungry monster.
Exactly. You created a massive, vibrant dining room instead of a relaxing bedroom, Sam. When you paint your walls a crazy, loud color, the room completely loses its calm, peaceful energy. The space stops feeling warm and comfortable, and it starts feeling incredibly chaotic and fast.
Wait, Lita, let us pause your terrible, chaotic room energy right there. I think that is a wonderfully warm, highly atmospheric vocabulary word for our listeners to deeply understand today. Cozy.
Yes, cozy. It is a highly popular, fantastic B1 adjective that describes a feeling or a physical place that is incredibly warm, comfortable, safe, and usually quite small, like a small, quiet coffee shop on a rainy day or a bedroom that is absolutely not painted bright orange.
Listeners, please practice this completely comfortable, safe word and say it with us right now.
Say it loud and clear in your room, guys. Make your apartments comfortable.
Cozy.
Cozy. Your bedroom is absolutely not cozy anymore, Sam. You literally have to wear dark sunglasses to escape the heavy orange energy.
It is incredibly uncozy, Lita. I'm honestly just going to sweep on the hard wooden floor in the living room next to my broken puzzle table. It feels much safer there.
Oh, that is absolutely a terrible idea, Sam. But honestly, fixing bad furniture and painting ugly walls is the very easy part of decorating. The absolute hardest, most emotional part of making a real home is looking at your messy, cluttered shelves and finally throwing away the ugly old things you've kept for 10 long years. Which brings us perfectly to the third and final chapter of our decorative journey today. Listeners, open your heavy, dusty closets and prepare to cry, because we are going to dive into the emotional pain of letting go, saving useless junk, and why we completely refuse to throw away terrible, broken gifts.
Lita, buying orange paint and broken tables is just completely stupid, yes? But opening my dark, heavy closet and physically throwing away my old, ugly things is an absolute emotional disaster. My brain literally acts exactly like a tiny, scared squirrel protecting its heavy winter nuts.
A tiny, frightened squirrel? Oh, wow, Sam, you actually have a very serious, messy problem. You refuse to throw away anything. Your apartment is completely cluttered with broken coffee cups, old internet cables from 10 years ago, and of course, the giant green potato alien painting.
I absolutely cannot throw the alien painting away, Lita. I paid my entire rent money for it. It is officially a member of my messy orange family now. I honestly tried to be a very strong, responsible adult this weekend. I bought 3 massive black plastic garbage bags.
Oh, wow, 3 massive garbage bags? That is actually an incredibly brave, decorative first step, Sam. Did you finally throw away your bright yellow banana jacket with the terrible orange paint on it?
I held the yellow jacket in my hands, Lita. I stood in front of the open black bag and I looked at the old paint stains, and suddenly my stupid brain started crying. It completely reminded me of the terrible day I met the strict bald manager and the terrible day I cut my own hair. It was so full of heavy memories.
Heavy memories of being terrified and bald? Sam, those are absolutely terrible memories. Why do you want to keep a dirty, broken yellow jacket to remember a bad haircut and a strict manager?
Because they are my terrible memories, Lita. I put the yellow jacket back inside the dark closet and I completely closed the wooden door. I am incredibly weak.
Wait, Sam, let us pause your terrible emotional closet right there. I think that is a wonderfully soft, highly emotional vocabulary word for our listeners to deeply understand today. Sentimental.
Yes, sentimental. It is a highly common B1 adjective that describes a very strong feeling of love, deep sadness, or nostalgia for the past, making you value old things because of their heavy emotional memories, like keeping a dirty yellow jacket because it reminds you of surviving a crazy corporate manager.
Listeners, please practice this completely soft, nostalgic word and say it with us right now.
Say it loud and clear in your room, guys. Clean your dusty closets.
Sentimental.
Sentimental. I am an incredibly sentimental, messy squirrel, Lita. I honestly just put the 3 empty black bags back inside the crowded closet with all my other junk. And that actually makes me very curious about our emotional listeners.
Oh, absolutely. Listeners, we have our third and final very dusty question for you right now. What is the absolute weirdest, most useless object in your bedroom right now that you keep just because you're incredibly sentimental about it? Is it an old concert ticket or a broken coffee cup?
Tell us your absolute worst sentimental secrets in the comments down below. We desperately need to know that we are not the only adults hoarding useless things in the dark. So, Lita, is there an actual scientific rule to force my sentimental brain to throw the junk away?
Yes, Sam, there is actually a very famous, very strict scientific rule for messy squirrels. It's called the 12-month rule. If you haven't worn the yellow jacket or looked at the old coffee cup in exactly 12 months, you have to completely get rid of it.
12 whole months? But Lita, what if the strict bald manager invites me to a crazy messy painting party next year? I will definitely need my bright yellow banana jacket to protect my clean clothes. I'm just carefully planning for my future.
Oh, stop it, Sam. You're just making terrible emotional excuses. And honestly, you don't have to throw it in the dark black garbage bag. You can just wash the bright orange paint off and give the warm jacket to a local charity or a person who actually needs it.
Wait, Lita, let us pause your completely generous, helpful charity idea right there. I think that is a wonderfully soft, highly emotional vocabulary word for our listeners to deeply understand today. Donate.
Yes, donate. It's an excellent B1 verb that means to give your money, your food, or your old yellow clothes to a person or an organization that completely needs help without asking for any money back.
Listeners, please practice this completely generous, kind word and say it with us right now.
Say it loud and clear in your room, guys. Clean your closets for a good cause.
Donate.
Donate. If you completely donate your old junk, Sam, your apartment will finally feel like a real, comfortable, clean home.
That's actually a beautiful, highly emotional idea, Lita. I will officially donate the yellow banana jacket to a good charity tomorrow, but I'm absolutely keeping the green potato alien. He's my permanent roommate now, and he loves the hot garlic soup.
The alien is officially paying half of your expensive monthly rent, Sam. And speaking of making a comfortable, permanent home,
Oh yes, listeners, we absolutely want you to make this English channel your permanent, cozy digital home on the internet.
exactly. If you want to completely decorate your brain with beautiful new English words every single week, you need to grab your permanent keys to our house.
Don't leave your language skills in a dark, messy closet, guys. Grab your digital keys and move in with us by completely smashing that shiny subscribe button right down below.
Your daily subscription is your official key to perfect English fluency, guys. Thank you so much for decorating your minds with us today. Please do not paint your bedrooms bright orange, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye, everyone. Go donate your old jackets.